Right, these are some of the features you sacrifice for the for Arcum Dagson. Usually I like to run Nuisance Engine as it produces tokens, but when I cannot get this out, I have cards such as Solemn, which allows you to, when you put them in the field, you search for a basic land, put it in play tapped, which is great for mana fixing. And along with that, when I sack them to Arcum Dagson, I get to draw a card, which gives me some card advantage. With Epochrasite, you manage to, when you sack him, he is removed from the game with 3 suspend counters on him. And when the last one is gone, he comes back with another for the 3+1 counters. But the benefit of him is that he's never sent to the graveyard. Ornithopter, 0 mana, he's a good chump blocker as he can block flying as well. And he's just very easy to get out, so he's easy guy to sacrifice. Along with tokens, I also like playing these guys. Each of the Pentavus can give you 5 tokens. Myr Battlesphere gives you 4 when it comes into play. And whenever Sharding Sphynx deals common damage, you put a 1/1 Thopter token into play.
Those are good.
Yeah, it's very good. Here are my heavy hitters of the deck. We have Sundering Titan, which not only is he a great heavy hitter, but when he comes on the field, you destroy 1 of each basic land. And when he leaves the play, you repeat the process. We have Wurmcoil Engine, as I was talking about earlier. When he is sacrificed or goes to graveyard, you put out 2 tokens on the field. One with that touch, one with lifelink. And along with that, he has both of those abilities to start off with. We have Inkwell Leviathan, an artifact creature with 7/11, and he has Island Walk, Trample, and Shroud, making him very hard to get rid of. And he's very dangerous to begin with, along with the Trample and Island Walk. Here you have Darksteel Colossus, 11/11, Trample, Indestructible, and his counterpart, Blightsteel Colossus, which is the same thing, but he also has Infect, being able to get 10 damage with Infect to an opponent, they lose the game. Along with this, we also have another couple of legendary creatures that I quite enjoy. Karn being one of them, able to turn any of my artifacts into a creature artifact, which allows me to sacrifice if I am without tokens or creatures. Along with that, I also have a really nasty combo that goes with him, including this. This, and the card that we're going to be talking about later, but Intruder Alarm, giving me unlimited mana and unlimited creatures. Along with the other creature I have is Memnarch, being able to take control of any artifact on the field, plus he makes anything you want an artifact. Master Transmuter, which is a great card, just 1 blue mana and tap. You can return any artifact from the field to your hand, and then you put any artifact in your hand to the field, which allows me to bring out stuff like Blightsteel Colossus very early on in the game. Here we have Shimmer Myr and Teferi, giving all artifact creatures, or all artifacts as they have flash. Teferi giving everything I play having flash. Along with that, preventing my opponents from being able to place things like counter spells and stuff like that. Then we have some search in this deck. We have Treasure Mage, which allows me to search for cards that are 6 or greater. Trinket Mage, same ability, only instead it's 3 mana or less. And then we finally have Forgemaster, which allows me to tap and sack 3 artifacts. I get to search for any artifact and put it onto the field. We have Mycosynth Golem, which has affinity for artifacts and gives all artifact creatures I have in my hand affinity for artifacts as well.
Definitely speeds you up a bit, I bet.
Yes, it does. Master of Etherium, which is another great thing with Mycosynth Golem, as it gets +1/+1 for each artifact on the field, and it gives +1/+1 on all artifacts on the field. Being able to make my creatures into very heavy powerhouses. Clone, which is great for any blue deck, as you can get rid of generals very easily with it. along with other threats such as, for example, would be Ulamog, being able to get rid of very dangerous creatures very easily for a simple 4 mana. Duplicant, same thing as Code, getting rid of very dangerous creatures very easily. Along with that, if you get rid of something such as Ulamog, it immediately becomes an 10-time creature.
I had only energy in my head.
And it's removed from the game, it's not just running the graveyard. Dross Scorpion, which allows me to untap any artifact whenever an artifact goes to the graveyard. Artifact creature. Steel Borrower, which allows me to copy the ability of any artifact on top of my deck, any activity ability. So if I have Soul Ring on top of my deck, I get able to tap it for 2 mana. Etherium Sculptor, which lowers the cost of any artifact I have by 1, which is very useful. Arcanus the Omnipotent, which is tap, you draw 3 cards, and 4 mana you return to your hand, protecting it from board wipes and things like that. Scarecrow, which is a tap, 4 mana and tap, you return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. Oh no, return to play.
Yeah.
I just realized that. And finally we have Myr Retriver, which whenever he goes to the graveyard, you return artifacts from your graveyard to your hand. Here we have Thada. I missed him in the creature segment, but he is a 2/2 with Island Walk, and whenever he deals common damage to a player, you may search that player's library for an artifact, and if you have enough mana to cast it, you can play it on your side of the field. Thank you, my name is Bryan. This is my Arcum Dagson deck, and this has been MTG Commander on YouTube.